Hey there, welcome to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. Anyway, this is Daryl. This is going to be a rainbow warrior. If you're watching this, I'm probably up in New Hampshire, maybe Maine, doing some fly fishing. And this is one of the flies that I'll be taking up there with me. And hopefully it'll do good. It does do fairly well for me here in the upstate of South Carolina and over in Georgia primarily during the winter time. But we're gonna tie this rainbow warrior, and this was a fly developed by Lance Egan, Euro Czech nymph guru for the United States, I guess. And it doesn't represent any one particular nymph. It represents many types of mayfly nymphs or midges as well. And these two sources are key food elements for trout. I suppose this would also work for panfish if you wanted to use it for panfish. Anyway, let's take a look at it, and we'll get tying, and I'll explain the materials as we go along. Well, this is my take on the rainbow warrior, and I'm tying this on a size 18 for my trip, but you can tie this anywhere from a 16, 18, or even a 20, maybe even smaller or a little bit larger, but I would tie it between that range of 16 to a 20. That's why I picked 18. It's a good compromise between those two hook sizes. Anyway, let's take it out of the vise, and on there, and the hook I'm going to use is a Green Caddis Outfitters 9251. It's a caddis or emerger hook. And I'll put a bead on there. And the bead I'm using is actually from Saluda beads, but it's a 2mm tungsten. Let me see if I can get it on my thing. Yep. A little hard for me. I normally don't put mine on this way, but why not? All right, the thread I'm going to use is some 8/0 Vivas, and I'm just going to start this back behind the bead. And try and be careful on that hook point. That's one of the issues that a lot of people have, especially working on these scud hooks, is that the hook point gets in the way. Next I'm going to use is some pheasant fibers for the tail, and you're going to want at least maybe 6 or so, but I don't count. I just grab what might be maybe an 1/8 of an inch, and I'll make sure the tips are lined up. And trim them off. This is a lot of length of material here, especially since you're only going to use a little bit. And I'm just going to give it some soft wraps. And then I'm just going to pull this up so that it looks like it's a little less than the hook gap. And then I'll use this to build a tapered body. Kind of create that a tapered body here. The next I'm going to use is some Shimmerflash and wide, and this is blue pearl. And I have a little piece of it here somewhere. You know, one of those strands can do probably 10 flies. Counterspin my thread. Yeah. I'm not liking that. I'm going to take this off. I got to make that tail a little bit longer. For some reason it looks like it got way short. Yeah, that looks better for some reason. I don't know why.
And we'll wrap this up. I'm going to pull it back. You could maybe cut it off and tie it back in, but this is going to be my wing case or carapace or whatever it's called. And next I'm going to dub in some light shade rainbow scud dub for the thorax. This is a little hard to dub, or at least put it on there. So you can either use dubbing wax, saliva, and we're going to flip this over, give it a shiny wing case. Trim that off. And we're going to work on a hot spot. And then we'll whip finish. The hot spot is the red thread. And I'm going to give it a little cement, head cement, whatever your favorite is. That was good, but I did get it on there and didn't break the hook. And I'm going to take my little dubbing brush here and make it a little buggy. And there we have it. White Rainbow Warrior.
Well, that was a little exciting having it pop out of my jaws when I was trying to do that last whip finish. But hey, you know, just shows that I ain't perfect and not afraid to do this. Anyway, tie up some of these Rainbow Warriors. You'll be surprised how great they work. It imitates any type of nymph or midge pattern underwater. And if it's a nice sunny day, it probably gives out a good glow about it. Anyway, I'm Daryl, and we'll see you on the water. Maybe up in Maine or New Hampshire. All right.